Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the cold damaged Phalaenopsis in my collection. Earlier this year I filmed a video, I think around January or February, I should check, about the cold damaged Phalaenopsis. Some were completely, literally just frozen, and there was nothing to be saved. And there are others that I decided to just hold on to and see how they would turn out because it looked as if their top leaf had survived. Now, this may have happened to you in your collection as well. And I'm realizing that perhaps throwing some of them away may have been a bad idea because I decided to hold on to a few of them because they're literally one leaf looked okay. And let's take a look at what has happened since then. Now these here are were the worst of the bunch. Let's take a look at them right now. I decided to keep this one, Phals Citrus Candy. I got it from Kroll Smith about 2 or 3 years ago. When I first got it, I one second, I actually had a call coming in. Hopefully that's not in the video. I actually kept it really cold the first time it arrived. I had some low temperatures in the greenhouse and it just suffered. It immediately started to decline upon arriving in my care. I think it may have had something to do with the cold temperatures. I did not place it on a heat mat because I wasn't quite certain if it was going to be one of the cold sensitive ones. I tend to keep my species on the heating mat. I did not with this particular cross. Phals Citrus Candy Orange Crush is the name of the cross. Now it was left with one leaf. Its other leaves fell off, and as you can see, it has decided to produce a keiki. The one leaf that it had did not go away, and since then it has decided to grow one root. So keeping it was actually a good idea because this cross is actually hard, very hard to find. Next is my, what were you, Phalaenopsis, Jeho's Pink Girl. This one, after the cold snap, the bottom leaves actually went wrinkly, and I thought it was cold damage. Let me see if I can see it still. Yeah, the bottom leaves are still wrinkly. Funny enough, they didn't fall off. Oh my gosh, it's too bright to actually show you this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it is still wrinkly actually, but you've got to be kidding me. There's another bee. Every time I'm filming, there's a bee. Anyway, so, as you can see, the uppermost leaves are firm, as are the ones that came after it. This one actually continued to grow vigorously, and then it gave me a keiki. Look at that baby orchid on the tip of the spike. I did not cut my spikes this year. I kind of left it, and I will cut them before taking them back inside. But as you can see here, the bottom leaves were wrinkly. I thought they were going to be damaged, and they weren't. Plus it gave me a keiki. Isn't that cool? Next is, this is one of my treasured orchids. Hi, sir. This is Phalaenopsis Mokchoy U M651. I got this in 2023, and it had like one root. It was an import, and after the cold snap, its largest and oldest leaf got really yellow, and I thought, oh no, it must be terrible cold damage. And yet it actually grew some more roots. Can I show you them? Ooh, show you them in the pot. They're big fat roots. It had none in the pot when I put it there. It was very poorly rooted because it was a fresh import. Now I have one damaged dry roots here, but everything else is, I'm not going to pop it off. I will I will cut it off, which is the safe thing to do. So, surprise, surprise, Mr. Mock Choi Yu is also in spike. And that leaf damage on the bottom really meant nothing. It's still as yellow as it looked from the cold damage, but it didn't even drop the leaf. And yes, the leaf that it produced next is small, but I have hopes that it is in recovery because of the spike and the vigorous root growth. Next in the lineup is another species of mine. One of these days I'm going to water. Today is what? Today's Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? I don't even know. Foul Joy Red Coral cross. This is actually a cross of Vio Coral and Lue de Mañana. Now the roots on this guy, as you can see, are pretty good, despite me not watering. It's even growing new roots. And it has a beautiful flower. Can I show you the roots? It also didn't have the best root system, but ooh, let's see. There you go. Strong roots. And the bottom leaves on this one fell off, and it had this fungal infection at the end of the cold snap and the cold damage, and I thought, oh no, it's a goner. But it's still here. The two top leaves are looking fine. There was no further cold damage, and it has a new spike going on. I must cut the old one. Oops. And the other old one. Yeah. So, all in all, the ones that were severely damaged that I kept actually ended up doing okay. Here we have my foul Vio cat face in bloom. For you guys that love fragrance, this one is absolutely beautiful. It is very citrusy, but sweet citrus, not as tart as, say, grapefruit. There's an undertone of sugariness that elevates the tang of normal citrus fragrances. This one is fantastic, and the scent travels about 1 foot. I can sometimes smell it stronger during the days when there's more humidity, but today is dry as a bone. My Bellina is actually in bloom again, my baby Bellina Ponkan. I don't see the difference of the flower of Ponkan versus others, but the fragrance on Ponkan is quite lovely. Bellina is known for a fruity fragrance. This one is more bubblegum for some reason, to my nose. Pink bubblegum. Joyful scent. We have our Amboinensis Tejas Giant still in bloom. And my other phals, some of them are doing something special. This one here is growing a keiki in the main stem. So I'm surprised at that. This one here is actually growing 2 keikis on at its base. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but thank you. The roots seem fine, so I guess it's just old and wants to reproduce. So I'll take it. So guys, saying this to say, if you ever have cold damage, you may want to hold on to it a little bit longer than I did, because you never know. Orchids are so resilient. They can bounce back from just about, well, not anything, because I've definitely killed a few from the cold. But give them a try, because even though you see the mushy leaves, if there's any that look remotely good, you might want to hang on to it. Just in case. Just to see what will happen. So I hope this video was helpful. And I want to thank you guys for watching. If this video is at all helpful to you, or maybe helpful to a friend of yours, please consider sharing it or subscribing. Thanks for watching today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye.